This week we have witnessed few big releases which were quite anticipated, and even some of it are winning big in the Oscars 2020. Though the previous week was not that great in terms of new releases, let's check out what these freshly released movies of this week has to offer. So, let's discuss the review of the movies one by one. Let's review the first one, 1917. Directed and produced by Sam Mendes, the story is based on an account told to Sam Mendes by his paternal grandfather about the World War I. The movie has got a good critic review with an IMDb rating of 8.7 out of 10. Even the Rotten Tomatoes approved the movie with the rating of 8.4 out of 10, and the critics also claims the movie to be hard-hitting, immersive and an impressive technical achievement. The movie is not only outshining other big releases on box office, but also blooming in the Oscars 2020, where it was nominated for 10 Oscars and winning over 76 different awards. With the intense cinematography and stunning visual effects, this visceral, emotional and an impactful depiction of World War I surely won't disappoint you. Rather, it could be one of those rare, thought-provoking war movies that turns out to be an epic masterpiece as the time passes. My overall rating for this movie would be 8 out of 10. Now let's review the second movie, Dolittle. Directed by Stephen Gaghan, starring Robert Downey Jr. alongside Antonio Banderas, this fantasy adventure film is a reboot of the Dr. Dolittle, which in turn was inspired by the voyage of Dr. Dolittle. The movie is about a veterinarian with the name Dr. John Dolittle who has the capability to talk to animals, and how Dr. Dolittle embarks on an expedition in order to find a cure when the Queen Victoria falls gravely ill. Now let's talk about the overall movie. Despite having an impressive cast, wonderful storyline and stunningly visual effects and animation, the movie seems to be quite disappointing on so many notes, and turns out to be a total failure in an effort to revive a good old tale. No doubt it's one-time watch and a fun family movie especially meant for the kids, which is quite obvious after watching the screenplay. The movie sometimes seems to be strayed away and did no effort in retrieving it back. With the cons like weak plot and unengaging storyline, my overall rating for this movie would be 5 out of 10. Now let's review the third movie, Underwater. Directed by William Eubank and starring Kristen Stewart, Underwater is a science fiction horror film which follows a group of scientists and researchers at the bottom of the ocean who encounters a creature after their ocean lab got struck by an earthquake. Now let's talk about the overall movie. Underwater received a mixed reviews from the popular critics. Now, since it was a great opportunity for Kristen Stewart in order to revive back her lost talent, and she was undoubtedly excellent on her part in the film, but other than that, the movie had certain crust and trough moment, with some scenes having a prolonged silences which had the viewers with a kind of a push and pull effect. No doubt this movie has some really intense scenes and awesome visual effects and graphics and an excellent suspense and thriller. It certainly has nothing new to offer and is so much reminiscent of those alien horror sci-fi movies. With the cons like predictable and unengaging storyline, my overall rating for this movie would be 6.5 out of 10. So here were the reviews of the freshly released movies of this week. If you like the video, please like, share, comment and don't forget to subscribe.